3-yard penalty. Jack Baker was the man in charge of the crew a week ago up at San Jose. Jack will let you know what the call is. He's got a voice. You can hear him in Bologna. Ball's back out about the 8-yard line. Going to be second at the 8. Second and goal. 3-0. Anaheim leads. Clock continues to roll. It's under 4 minutes at 3:54. We're in the first period. Molander has Gerald going in motion. The Notre Dame Stars in the end zone, slips. There's one for the crowd. Now if it goes in the crowd and you're there, take it home with you. Let the kids play with it. That's yours. The guy's big enough to fight anybody who'd come into the stands after that football anyway. He's a big guy.
And sometimes the players will go into the stands after those footballs as well. Scooter Molander, slow start, 5 of 12. On that last play, though, he shows some seasoning. He checks his receivers to the wide side of the field, comes down to his secondary receiver on the short side, and what he finds is his receiver covered in the end zone. He just throws the ball away. Smart play by Scooter Molander.
I think Gerald was his main target, and Gerald slipped it just about the goal line and fell down. Here it is, 3rd and goal. He's looking again. Had a man in the end zone and just missed him. Tried to get the ball over to Smith and just didn't get it there. Big opportunity, gets away, and now Perilli comes out to talk to the quarterback. And Houfield's not coming in, so leading 3-0 with a 4th and goal at the 8-yard line. The Piranhas are going for it.
Scooter has
3rd and goal.
Scooter has to be upset. He missed an opportunity there. Jamone Smith sitting down on the goal line, gave him a nice picture, and Molander misses clearly to the outside.
3rd down at the 8-yard line. Molander with time, throws. Oh boy, flags everywhere. All over the intended receiver was Ross, the receiver being Gerald, and Ross was all over him like a cheap suit.
This is a tough call as far as head coach Jim Jensen is concerned. Molander buying a little time with his mobility, delivers the ball to the inside, and ooh, that's a close play. Grady Ross, clearly the defensive specialist and all-star for the Bobcats, and to me, looks like he timed that up pretty well.
All of which makes it 1st and goal at the 1. Out of Florida State. Grady Ross, one of the top defenders in the league, and one of the top defenders, of course, for the Florida Bobcats. 1st and goal now for Anaheim. They lead 3-0. 2 minutes remaining in this first period. Molander. Ulivari. No, it's Finga. Oh my, lots of movement on the line. I don't know whether Finga moved and that drew him off, or at least that's what the Bobcats are saying. We'll find out what Jack Baker thinks about it.
Should be offsides against Florida. Ball will be moved halfway to the goal line, and I'd be very surprised if Anaheim doesn't take a crack or two on the ground here. As I mentioned earlier in the telecast, very tough because of the compressed nature of the end zone to pass the ball down in the red zone.
Well, Molander's having a long talk in that huddle. He's got big Kevin Carroll, the fullback, in there, big number 62 behind him. Receiver set to the wide side or the left of the, and Gerald comes back in motion. They give it to the big fullback, and he burrows into the end zone. So Carroll, starting tonight, gets the touchdown, first of the evening. It is 9-0 now in favor of Anaheim, and Houfield will see about the extra point.
How thrilled is Kevin Carroll? He wasn't even on this roster last week, the opener up at San Jose, but fullback Darren Williams broke a hand against the SaberCats. Kevin Carroll signed during the week, and he gets himself a game ball here. Maybe not a game ball, but he surely gets himself a souvenir.
Houfield's try for the extra point is good. 10-0 in favor of Anaheim. We've got 52 seconds remaining in the first period. Anaheim out on top of the Florida Bobcats. We'll be back with more in a moment. 10-0 Anaheim leads the Florida Bobcats. A reminder, take the National Sports Grill Piranha shuttle bus. It's your ride free from the Anaheim National to all Piranha home games. Call the National in Anaheim. Shuttle bus times, they'll tell you then. The ride is free. 935-0300. So the Piranhas to kick off now. And the deep man is Pratt, lone return man for the Florida Bobcats. I tell you, the crowd is so close to the players here, David Norrie, that Carroll, who scored the touchdown, was standing down there holding court, waiting for play to resume at the end of the field, talking to the fans and shaking hands and doing everything with having his picture taken. Off the screen, here comes Pratt. Oh boy, down he goes. Great coverage, flags everywhere. Flags everywhere.
Johnny Fenga getting down early on that kickoff. Fenga was an all Pac-10 center at Oregon State. We'll have to sort these flags out.
Illegal block in the back, 29 on the return, half the distance to the goal, first down.
I told you Jack Baker would let you know. You could hear him in the parking lot. Way to go, Jack.
Very decisive. And last week, Anaheim Piranhas faced a big task trying to bottle up Titus Dixon, the return specialist for SaberCats. Are doing a great job against Pratt tonight. Scoring drive, 5 plays, 20 yards, a little over 4 minutes.
And it all followed Mazzone's interception. There's a pass. Receiver never did get turned around to see where it was. Pratt over on defense for the Piranhas was Carlton Johnson. That's the second possession McNair has had. He came up empty, interception the last time. Now he's got a second and 10 in his own 2. 10-0. Piranhas lead, and we're down to practically no time left. 14 seconds, 13 in this, the first period. Time for this play, and then it'll be a quarter break. McNair in his own end zone. The throw, chased, runs, throws, intercepted again. Picked off by the Piranhas, back to the 10, down to the 6-yard line. And again, McNair comes up empty, and picking it off is Mazzone for the second time in this evening's ball game. Flags in the end zone. Let's get Jack Baker's call on this.
First down.
Well, it's going to be against the Piranhas, although all we heard was the fact that it was a 5-yard penalty and first down. So either Jack didn't put his mic on. Is he going to say it again?
End of the first quarter. End of the quarter.
Yes, he's not. First quarter comes to an end, 10-0. Piranhas lead. Florida will have the ball when we get back. We'll be at the pond in Anaheim. Stay tuned.
Pro football is alive and biting in Southern California as the new explosive Anaheim Piranhas turn the Arrowhead Pond into a 50-yard war zone. The non-stop, in-your-face feeding frenzy of arena football is yours by calling 714-254-3020. For the best season seats, don't wait. Call 714-254-3020. The Anaheim Piranhas are getting ready to attack, and you will eat them. The Anaheim Piranhas. Football will...
The ball, we start the second period, 10-0. Anaheim leads, and the ball belongs to the Bobcats at their 7-yard line, first and 10. Anaheim had 4 first downs, 53 yards, plays 15. The Bobcats, a quarter they just as soon forget. McNair threw 2 interceptions, only one was judged to be a legal one, led to a touchdown. He's back to throw, quick up pattern and caught by Pratt, is bounced out of bounds. Good, quick toss and a fine catch. And the man who made the hit was Johnson. 19 yards to make it first and 10 now. And the ball is out at over the midfield to the Anaheim 24 yards.
And Fred McNair gets a rare look at zone coverage, a 2 deep. Post corner route in between the safety and the cornerback in the short zone. And he gets a little wall treatment there. Nice execution in the pass department between McNair and Pratt.
Hamilton is wide to the left for McNair. Hands off to his fullback, and the big guy finds an opening and goes right up the middle, down to the 20-yard line, just inside the Anaheim 20. And mark it at the 20-yard line, a gain of 4, second and 6 at the Anaheim 20-yard line.
Basil Proctor playing his college ball at West Virginia. Last week carried the ball 7 times. He was on the San Diego Chargers roster last year.
Big guy. McNair to throw. Oh, almost intercepted. Almost a great catch across the way, into and out of the hands, and what a struggle they had going for the football. Flag down at the goal line.
And once again, we'll have to see who the culprit is here.
We have an illegal formation, number 99 on the defense. Lined up wide outside the end. 3-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
For the second time, Anaheim shooting themselves in the foot. Lazone had an interception taken away just at the end of the first quarter when Kevin Carroll went outside of the box. There are certain rules defensively that you have to pay attention to. The linebackers cannot line up outside of the 2 guards. And once again, Anaheim getting flagged for an illegal defense penalty.
All of which makes it 2nd and 3. The ball is at the Piranhas 17-yard line. They lead 10-0. McNair's got Edwards in motion. Quick pattern out in the flat. The pass complete, and then just as quickly, Carlton is all over his man defensively. Excuse me, Carlton Johnson is all over his man defensively to make the stop, maybe for a loss of a yard back at the 18.
A quick drop from McNair. Wide receiver screen. A nice job by Anaheim reacting. That's a tough play to defend. Carlton Johnson, last year, first team All-Arena. One of the bigger hitters in the league in the defensive secondary.
3rd and 4. McNair straightens, throws, ball batted right back to him. As a result, he ends up taking an even bigger loss back to the 22. The Piranha defense was all over him, quick as a wing. It'll be 4th down.
There's many differences in the rules between arena football and conventional football. A quarterback can catch a pass that's been deflected in this league, but a quarterback cannot be an eligible receiver.
Here's Viditich going to try a field goal from his own 20-yard line. It'll be a 37-yard effort just outside his 20. Low snap, he hits it. It's plenty long, and it's good. So it's 10-3 after Viditich gets the field goal. All of it coming with 12:05 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Anaheim will have the ball, and their lead now cut 10-3. Viditech with a field goal of 37 yards.
There's Jim Jensen, 12-year career with the Miami Dolphins. Went to the Super Bowl in the mid-'80s. Backup for Dan Marino with the Dolphins. He played a multitude of positions: tight end, fullback, lined up at quarterback. He's a great special teams player. In fact, he got the nickname Crash Jensen from another backup quarterback at Miami, Don Strock. And Strock, watching him in a game cover a kickoff, Jensen's helmet came flying off, and from that point on, he was known as Crash.
So Viditech will kick off now for the Bobcats. A couple of Piranhas are deep in the end zone, awaiting the kickoff. Now there's just one back there, and that, of course, is Maison. From the goal line, Viditech's kick, plenty long enough. Bounces off the screen, takes a big bounce, grab, picked off by Gerald, who slips and slides and falls at the 6-yard line. Boy, you have to be alert. That thing hit the screen, came down, hit the lower bar, could have gone anywhere. Had a Bobcat grabbed it, would have been a touchdown. Andre is down on the sidelines. Mr. Aldridge, where are you?
All right, thanks a lot, Tom. Here with Daryl Milburn. I tell you, they talk about offense in this league, but the defense really did it up in San Jose last week. You guys are doing it now.
That's right, man. We really emphasize on defense a lot, putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. So that's the key thing right now. We keep pressure on McNair, I think we'll come up on top.
And you got the safety last week. They will get you in the end zone this week?
That's right. I'm trying. My next series in, I should get me one.
All right. Best of luck, Darrell.
Quick toss, pass complete up to the 15-yard line, and then it's a wrestling match, and Gerald goes down. No. Flag down on the play. Face mask, I think, is going to be the call. Pendleton made the reception.
Boy, Milford had a grabbing the face mask. 27 on the defense. 8-yard penalty.
8-yard penalty.
First down.
From the point of the foul, it was a first down at the 15. Going to move it out to the Anaheim 23. Milford had a great ball game a week ago.
He came up with 2 sacks, only got credit for 1 sack, and that's because he threw on San Jose quarterback Tony Kimbrough, dropped him on a 2-point conversion play. He also sacked Kimbrough in the end zone for a safety.
First and 10, the ball at the Anaheim 23-yard line. Gerald goes in motion. Olander, play action fake, and gets buried. Gets swamped. He was hit and dropped almost before he got away from the line of scrimmage. And with a cautioning finger, Williams on defense for the Bobcats says, I was the guy who got you. I was the guy who got you. Don't ever do that again.
Playing center in this league is a tough job because you don't get much help from the offensive lineman. You only have 2 friends, and Ben Williams with a great job on the bull rush there. He's a very talented performer at the University of Minnesota. As a junior and a senior, he's first team All Big Ten. Canadian Football League experience.
Second and 13 now. Piranhas on their own 20-yard line. They lead 10-3. Scooter to throw. Throws it away. Might have got an intentional grounding. And there's a flag. I mean, there's nobody near it. Although he might have been in the grasp. I don't know. Let's see what Jack's going to call here. Intentional grounding. Well, Molander looked as though he had his act together pretty good here in the first period. Now they've struggled.
Well, the difference has been the pressure
Intentional
up front.
grounding. Lost it down. The ball was thrown beyond 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. Third down.
Well, everything bad happened. The ball's going to come back to the 14-yard line. Going to be a loss of down. Nothing but a mess.
As I said, Bobcats starting to create some pressure up front, and that is really the difference in that game. You cannot give a quarterback time, especially quarterbacks like Molander and McNair, else they'll eat you alive. They'll sit back there and pick you apart. Take a look at the statistics. 6 for 15. It just goes to show you Molander feeling the heat in the pocket.
So he's got the ball on his own 14-yard line. Third down. Time to throw. No. Gets hit. Gets away. Now throws it off the wall. Again, a flag is down back at the 11-yard line. And the Bobcats have really put some pressure on Scooter now.
Now this looks like it might be a holding call against Anaheim.
Here's Jack Baker.
Grabbing the face mask on the defense. 3-yard penalty. Repeat, third down.
3-yard pickup as Scooter talks to Babe Perilli. Jim Jensen looks on, coaching the Florida Bobcats.
Scooter Molander in the pocket, makes a nice move to step up away from the pressure, and there you see the face mask. Late flag coming in, a flag that in that area usually signifies a holding call, but Molander has a little bit of mobility to him.
10-3 in favor of the Piranhas. The ball is at the Anaheim 17-yard line. Third down. In motion. Pass too high, too far. Tried to get it downfield to Burchett. It'll bring up a fourth down for Anaheim at their 17-yard line, and Howfield comes on now. They'll spot the ball at about the 9-yard line. Going to make it about a 49-yard field goal try. He had one of 61 yards. He's already had one 28-yarder earlier in the ball game. Snap, it's down. He hits it. It's plenty long enough. Is it straight? It is. It is. 49-yard field goal, and the Piranhas go up 13-3. What a valuable performer a kicker with the skills and talent of a Howfield is. Take another look at it. time here in the second period. 8:51 remaining in the half. It is 13-3 Anaheim. We'll be back. Tune in nightly. Press Box will bring you the scores and highlights from all the day's action everywhere. Every night at 10, Press Box time, only on Prime Sports. Well, Howfield hits one 49 yards. He had one earlier of 28. 13-3 Anaheim. Howfield kicks off and hits a mighty ball. Off the scoreboard, caught in the end zone. Here's Pratt coming out. Slips his way out past the 5 to the 6-yard line, and then down he goes. It'll be 1st and 10 Florida at their own 6-yard line. That's only a 9-foot wide area that a guy like Howfield has to kick the ball through. It's a magnificent job. It's amazing.
It's incredible from 49 yards. Uprights that are half the width of what you'd find in a college or an NFL game. Howfield's quite a kicker in this league.
McNair's 4 out of 7. Intercepted once, actually twice, but only one that counted. He's back to throw in his own end zone. Goes upfield, caught at the 10, at the 5, down at the Anaheim 1-yard line. Defensively, Wilpolt made the stop, but it was a long time before he could stop number 9, Edwards. A 43-yard McNair to Edwards bomb, and it's going to be 1st and goal, Florida at the Anaheim 2.
Now Fred McNair, a quick drop. He's looking at the deep post, and Bernard Edwards, first team All-Arena League last year, 2nd in the league in receptions and receiving yards. And Edwards was a talented receiver at the college level. Started 3 years for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Look at the size and look at him fight off Wilpolt.
Tough to keep the Bobcats out of the end zone. Now they give it to the big fullback, and he is hit and driven back. Good defensive effort.
Now here just a straight fullback plunge off the right side. Travis Pearson at 20 yards on 3 carries last weekend. Gets a rude welcome at the goal line.
Well, he's back in there again. It is 2nd and goal. This time the ball out at about the 3.5. Here's Pearson again. This time he won't be denied. And Pearson puts it in the end zone. Pearson bulls his way in. So it's going to make it a 13-9 game now, and we'll see about Beta Tech and a try for the extra point for the Bobcats.
Well, that's a menacing scene for the Anaheim Piranhas defenders. A 6-foot, 222-pound fullback on the sweep. Coming head on, Travis Pearson.
The extra point try is up, and it is good. It is 13-10 now in favor of Anaheim. We've got 6:35 remaining, and now the clock down to 6:29 remaining in this, the first half of play. So I tell you, very electrifying. A 43-yard pass down to the 2, and 2 plays later, here comes Pearson, and the Bobcats are on the board with a TD. 13-10 Anaheim now. Halftime, we'll get a chance to hear from Crash Jensen, the Florida coach. Dave Perilli will stop by. Andre will have a note or two with him.
Here's a look at the scoring drive. Only 3 plays. The drive covers 44 yards, 1:44 on the drive. And the big play, of course, the hookup between McNair and Bernard Edwards. A great job by McNair to just lead him out across the field. When you have a receiver open on the post route, give him room.
Vinatich hits it high and off the screen and taken there by Maison. Back out to the 5. Out over the 10 to about the 11-yard line. It was just a step away from going a long way. Andre Aldrich is down on the sidelines.
All right, thanks a lot, Tom. One of the constants of the Anaheim Piranhas has been the kicking of Ian Howfield, and you're only kicking at a 9-foot target. How are you doing it? 49 yards there.
It's all luck. You just got to concentrate, keep your head down, and in this game the get off time's a little slower, so you got a little bit more time to kick it as in the NFL, so you just got to make sure everything's clicking right.
You got some all-arena honors last year, and I was at practice this week. I noticed you don't get a chance to practice at any little field goals.
No, I I see it. I have the returner go down about 50 yards downfield, and I just kick it to him. And if he moves over a little bit left or right, I know I missed it. So shows you how much pull I got on the team. I don't have any goalposts.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot, Ian. Best of luck the rest of the game. Tom, let's go back upstairs.
All right, and now a completed pass. Molander tosses it upfield, caught by Burchett. Going to mark it out at the 19-yard line, and it's going to be just a tad shy of a first down at the 19, a gain of 8, second 2 for Anaheim. Clock continues to run. We're under 6 minutes, 5.5 minutes remaining here in the first half, 13-10. Anaheim over the Florida Bobcats. In motion, Burchett. Molander threw it right straight through the arms of Gerald. Oh, Gerald is such a gifted athlete and such a great receiver. He was going to just run before he caught it, wasn't he?
He was going to run before he caught the ball, and that's really inexcusable. That's a play that Gerald has to make every time. Molander, nice job taking what the defense gives him. If you have an underneath receiver that comes open, you always take it. Troy Aikman at the NFL level does that game in and game out. And that's what makes him so special.
So it is now 3rd and 2. Anaheim, the ball at the Piranha 19-yard line. Gerald in motion. Molander's got it away just too quick. He's getting a big rush, no question about that. Getting a big rush from the Bobcats, but he had time to hit that receiver and missed it badly. Burchett ran out of a sneaker. That wouldn't have stopped him from catching it had Molander been able to hit him with it. Well, outfield is coming back on. Outfield is not coming back. It is 4th down and at least a couple of yards at the 19, and they're going to try to pick it up. And now Molander says, I'd just soon go over and talk to the coach a little bit. I thought he was going to talk to our cameraman for a moment. He's ahead 13-10, but the lead is in jeopardy. We'll be back right after this. Field gets set to try a 46-yard field goal. Spoon's California Grill has a free Piranha game shuttle that you can use. Stop in Spoon's California Grill on Main, the Main Place Mall, and they'll take you over to the Piranha games here at home. Call, find out what times the bus is running. The number is 550-9553. Nice service of Spoon's Main Grill. There's a try of 46 yards, and it is good. Well, he hit one of 49. He hits one of 46. Outfield just told Andre Aldridge it's all luck. Don't you believe it? The man from Tennessee is pretty talented when it comes to hitting that football. Beautiful job by Outfield.
And if Outfield keeps kicking the ball this way, he's going to get some more calls from NFL teams. A 6-year career in the National Football League with 6 different teams. He must have kept a suitcase packed the whole time there. But Ian Howfield has a league record 61-yarder to his credit. He's hit 28, 48, 46 yards tonight.
He's got 3 of them, no question about it. Had 2 last week, missed a couple too. The long snapper for the Piranhas had a couple of high tosses that might have disrupted his concentration a week ago up at San Jose, but he hit the first 2 he tried, and he's 3 for 3 so far tonight, as you said, David. 28 yards and 49 yards, and now 46 yards. Magnificent effort by Ian Howfield.
It really is, and he proved he could kick the long field goal when he was with the Houston Oilers at a 58-yarder.
Florida now awaiting the kickoff by Howfield. Last time the Bobcats had their hands on the ball, they struck lightning-like. 43-yard toss. McNair throwing it down to Edwards. From there, Pearson took it in 2 plays later to make it a 13-10 game. Now it's 16-10. Well, the Bobcats, for all of the heroics by this man Howfield, are just down by 6. His kickoff again is a beauty. High, right up the middle, taken there by Pratt, comes back out to the 5 and goes outside at the 10. 50, great move. There's a flag down, but he's going all the way, but they may call it back. 56 yards all the way for the TD, but a flag thrown back at the 17-yard line. Going to bring it back. In fact, it's back inside now at about the 12. Here's Jack Baker.
Illegal block in the back, number 91 on the return. 3-yard penalty, first down.
Oh, what a disappointment for Pratt. Is he quick, David? He's as quick as rent, that kid.
Well, Pratt immediately was in a one-on-one situation with Ian Howfield, and even though Howfield's a great kicker, he's not going to make that play in the open field. Cleveland Pratt last week, 3 returns for 67 yards. Just like Titus Dixon of San Jose, he's a threat to go every time he fields a kick.
Well, just one careless move by one of his teammates.